In Santa Clara, the scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Dancing to his left. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. This is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 33 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that'll set him back 5. Certainly no gimme here on the PAT. They're backed up now to a 42-yard extra point drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, 49ers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. taken at about the 1. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
At the 35-yard line.
To throw is Fields. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Out of the gun, Fields. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. To try again after the sack. Fields throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead. Defensively, it didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about. Coming out of college, you're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Garoppolo. That one caught by Ross Dwelly. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's complete to Dwelly, is tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Garoppolo on first down. That's into the hands of Dwelly. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. There's Garoppolo to throw. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have a first down as he dives at the end to try to get as much as he can. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Touchdown, 49ers. Elijah Mitchell. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Gold with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Flush, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, deferred that time, getting the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They snap it to Fields. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. A give. This is Montgomery. Montgomery a first down and then some. And finally marked down at the 23. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They run, Montgomery, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Now it's Fields. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And here we go on 4th down. Fields got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. David Montgomery there to make the grab, and the Bears have broken the tie. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Garoppolo's throw complete here to Ayuk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo steps away to his left. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Buying time to his left. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Garoppolo again. Steps away. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Gold is able to put it through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think that...
There he goes, left side. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Chicago. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Santos with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
49ers 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Eddie Goldman able to run him down for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Now Garoppolo. Bulldozes past him.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, 30 yards. And the 49ers are back within a score. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is Jakeem Grant. And he returns this to the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 147 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Chicago.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Fields now to throw. Looking left side of his man. That's Montgomery. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Now the point after try for Santos. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Trenton Cannon. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers.
Again, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gold now out to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On on the ground. It's Montgomery. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And they've had little to no success stopping him on the ground all game long, because that's his third touchdown of the game, and by far the best touchdown of the bunch. They came into this game knowing that they needed to rely on him, and the defense knew they needed to slow him down, yet he's delivered in a big way, and he's been sensational.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line.
Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, 49ers. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for two? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big two-point conversion here? And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Flush to his right. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Fields. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play. Wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped. Good coverage downfield. And he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically. But it hurts more when they get it this way, because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Fields. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
To throw is Fields.
Eluding and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Flushed out right. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that
that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! George Kittle, 52 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
It's complete, and he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Grant sets to return it. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Escaping the pressure right. He's got room to run past the 20. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Back to throw. Flush to his right.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score a touchdown.
Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here.
On first down, Fields. That'll be caught downfield by Bird.
And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 21 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Flushed out right. That's complete to Mooney. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.